we talked about what's acceptable. Druski is in the news again. Once again, Druski has gone, and I don't even want to call it whiteface. Druski painted
Body.
his entire body to look like a NASCAR
Redneck.
redneck. God damn. But listen, that Druski skit and the one before, Druski was the white YN in the hood. Context matters. I think when you look at Druski's skits, anytime Druski has done anything, whether Druski was a nail tech making fun of Asians, whether Druski was, a black dude being a rapper, making fun of black dudes hustling their CDs outside, Druski is doing this all for the love of the comedy, right? There's no ill intent. I don't believe there's any ill intent. He's doing this for the sole purpose of making people laugh. And the simple fact that he is dead ass 100% on every single time. And both instances, there is the white person that he enacted clone, come on, basically saying, hey, man, that dude look familiar. It's me. Man, you could come out to NASCAR with us anytime. Like, there's that side of the internet where people are welcoming it and people are embracing it for what it was. It was comedy. It was set out to make you laugh. You got somebody that just takes these things and scripts them together and really finds that comedic edge to produce something like that. So I think it was a fun spirited thing. Listen, if that ain't how they act in NASCAR, tell us he lying. I think about the one movie, Robert Downey Jr.
Hey.
I'm the dude dressed up as a dude trying to be another dude. The context that they put that blackface in, he wasn't out there making fun.
You want me to go? Or you want to go, Sal?
I go. I'm gonna say I can see both sides of the fence, but to answer the question, no. And I think the backlash is how comfortable the people were around him, not knowing who he was. So if anybody has a problem with it, that means they're trying to. The backlash is more of a racist thing than they're trying to accuse him of, because everybody on the skit was comfortable. Even the grandma sitting in his lap, smoking off a cigarette off his hands. So the comfortability of this type of person yelling out and all that America first and this and that and this and that. But once it's okay until you realize it's a black comedian. So all that black backlash is in my opinion, is only thing it's about is hating. And we don't hear this backlash from these people when somebody dress up in a blackface, as you said. We don't hear all this backlash when they talking about Asians. We don't hear this when they talking about Mexicans. We don't hear none of this.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is hating. He did exactly what he needed to do. And what they should do is understand who they are once they see the skit. If it's so offensive, since it's so offensive to you, change your ways. And, that's what I got to say about it. And I might have a different perspective of it, but hey, that's what I feel about.
I think, one thing I will say, Sam, just to rebut, like, there is backlash. You do the blackface is backlash, like it is cancel culture. There's a lot, right?
Yeah, people get fired and everything.
Part. Correct. But I think it takes on a different meaning to go into blackface.
But it was a point where the blackface was totally fine. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jim Crow.
I mean, I ain't say win, but I say it was okay.
Yeah.
It was comedy to them. You get what I'm saying? Until certain movements occurred, then it became, now we got to cancel people. We got to do all these sorts of things. But prior to that, it was promoted. It was like everybody needed to wear a blackface. People made millions off of it. But now, since everybody getting fired, now it's a backlash. Maybe they feel like he should lose his little money he making.
Yeah, I just, for me, like, and again, it's not because he went like all white. For me, I always think it's the intent. Even if somebody does go blackface, it's the intent behind it and how you did and what you did. I absolutely, yeah. Like if a comedian, here's the thing. When you talk about, most times black comedians don't push that line like white comedians do, right? and a lot of these comedy roasts and like even the ESPYs, you know, Shane Gillis with a lot of the jokes that he got to say. Chris Rock ain't spitting a lot of those jokes. Chris Rock can take it there, but what do Chris Rock risk doing it? Chris Rock has to watch his mouth. They can't use some of the jokes that they would like to use. Whereas a lot of the other white comedians come out and they said, and I feel like this skit is similar in a sense of this is like a black person coming out and saying all them crazy jokes white people be saying. It will really shake you up. But they don't do it because they know they'll get canceled. They get, you know, they'll get, you know, blacklisted, different things like that. They may not be able to get certain roles that, you know, they might have been looking for. So that's what I think. Theo, that's like, it's time for me to throw the blackface on. And it's like, you're just getting a lot of the white, you know, comedians or like the white, you know, people that are just jumping out and saying like, oh, it's time for me to put blackface on. Well, everybody will be mad then. Or, you know, you're getting like some backlash, some little things in the comment like that. And obviously, you know, the internet is a crazy place. You're going to get racist, this, racist, that.
Why they didn't do that with Eddie Murphy in his movie? Eddie Murphy played a white guy. He didn't have as good as makeup as Druski had.
I think a lot of the backlash is just him going into whiteface and being a black comedian